well as for the BSS. So I will write a simple code. What that code is supposed to do, that code will take values, okay, and it will try to add both the numbers, okay, what are the number that we give as an input, and then it should store the result. Fine. So let me go. So even if suppose you are not understanding the code for a while, don't worry about it, because we are much interested in translation and not the code. Correct. So Emacs. I will add this code definitely on Moodle site as well, so that you can check it. So let me add the code. So we saw there is section. Okay, so let us take a message. You write DB. This is for like this section dot data. This section is a directive. Okay, this data is a particular directive which is used to represent that this is data section. This MSG is a symbol name. Okay, then when we say symbol, ultimately we do talk about a character, correct? But here when we say symbol, it could be a label, it could be an identifier, it could be anything. It could be function name too. Fine. So we'll see here, enter value. So we'll write this. Okay, and like I will take message 1, which would be like what you write in %d %d. So I will write simply this. So it is like when you write say scanf function, scanf %d %d. So I'm writing this %d %d here, ending with 0. Okay, that what that 0 means. So I'm not worrying about this remaining part now. Right now, this 10, this is what it would be for printf. So you are writing like this. So printf enter value. Okay, and then you write /n like this. So this would be like I'm talking about this. Okay, whatever the message that I have, it would be added like enter value, then space, which I added there, this space, and then as an a 10, I have written /n. No, no. 1 minute, please. एवढंच आहे ना. Okay, now we have MSG and MSG1. So these are the messages that would be including in the printf call. So we don't write this /0 because it is automatically added there, correct? So let us say we have added these messages. These would be initialized value. That's why I added them there. Okay, now let me add this section dot BSS. So this tells that this contains what? So let me write here initialized values, and they are uninitialized values. Values I mean to say variables. Okay. Now you declare, say for example, you have first variable. Now this is you want as integer first, correct? So that's why we have to say this res reserve what double and 1. So reserve double 1 means what? You are writing actually it like this integer first. Okay. Similarly, you will write here second resd1. Okay, so like the way that we have db, there are other things too, like this tells string. Db means defined byte. So there would be dd dw. Sorry, let me write first dw dd. So dw means 16 byte. This is a byte. db means single byte, means 8 bits, 16 bits, 32 bits. Okay, then you have dq. This is quad 8 bytes, means 64 bit. Now sometimes you have 80 bits too. So that is called as DT. Okay, so we are not worrying about this. Only thing we need to know that these are the directives which would be internally used, the data directive. Okay, which tells you the types. Okay, similarly here, raise B, reserve byte. So you specify how many bytes. So you say reserve double, you say 1. That means what you are declaring integer first. So if you say first reserve double 10, so it would be like this. Fine. So that means you are reserving those many doubles. So because if it now we have these two variable, so and we have third reserve double. I'm not teaching you assembly right now, but we need to know what exactly happens there. Okay, so now here it would be our section dot text. So here write the way that we wrote earlier, global main. Now we want to make use of printf and scanf. So that's why I write printf scanf. Okay, now here you will write main. Now you want to first write this message printf enter value /n. Correct. So how you do that? So you write push msg. This is call to the printf. Call printf. Okay, and how many push are there? 1. So that's why you write add esp comma 4. Fine. Next you write. You have to write now this. So you want a scanf like this. Say for example, I want scanf say like this. Like after comma, suppose I write ampersand first comma ampersand second. Okay, so you specifically write here push first. Okay, so now from right to left we have to write push second, push first, and then we want this message %d %d. That's why push msg1. Fine, and then this would be called to scanf. Now see how the processing of the function is done. So you write scanf %d comma ampersand first ampersand second. So like while pushing the parameters or arguments of the functions, you start from right to left. So you take second, then first, and then msg1. And how many pushes are 3? So 3 multiplied by 4. So that's why you write here 12. Fine. Now suppose if you wish to print this. So I will take this. And instead of scanf, I will write here printf. Okay, now let us see whether whatever the value that we have inputted, are they correct or not. So let us try to assemble this code. Dash F. I will explain that one more time. Don't worry. Dash F dwarf. So I will also tell you about this dash F dwarf later. So don't worry about it even. So dash F dwarf and your file name. Fine, and then you execute. So you will see like let me input say 43 and let me give in second number as 45. Now what we saw, we can see that there is a number 144932867. Okay, and some number like 144932876. So 672 and 676. So can you see difference of 4 in both? Yes or no? First address is 72, second address is 76. Correct. So while if I see the code, can you see the 4 difference?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So let us do change here. Now what we wanted here, actually the values must be going because they are ampersand. Correct. Where you write ampersand. Hello. Now you want to print this first and second. Correct. So that's why we have to write this d word, so that it can pick value at that address. It is like you are writing pointer. So I'm specifically saying that with you may say typecasting. I want to fetch value at that address. That's why the square bracket is added. If I again try to compile this code, sorry, link this code. So NASM, GCC and a.out. Now what is the values? What are the values? You say 43 and 45. Can you see that 43, 45 printed? Correct? Okay. Now, if I try to find out this code p.lst, now see what it does. This was our code. So let us not concentrate on this part right now. We are much interested here in both these parts. So we can see msg db enter space value space then 10 and 0. So if I see 10 and 0, these are 10 and 0, 0 and 10. Correct? So this is a space symbol. Correct? That is added. So that's why this 20 is added there. Now this is 65 is for E, 75 is for U, and so on. So this is your message translated. You can see that first character is capital E, so its representation added as 45. Correct? Now, which is the repeated character? So 1, 2, 3, 4 E. Let us check this E. So if I leave this 8 digits, sorry, 6 digits, 1, 6 means I mean to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you see 65? Next one, correct. Similarly, that same 65 can be here before that space 20. It is for E. Can you see 20 and 65? That means what? What are the symbol that you have in double quotes would be translated into some form. Now this %D also was sorted, like this % and D was taken separately. So 25 for % and D 64, 25% D 64. Correct? Similarly, if I go here, like it says address is 0, it is first. How many bytes are to be reserved? So you said reserve double 1. That's why it says size is going to be 4. Next, you said like it started at 0, so next address would be 0, 1, 2, 3. So next address is 4. 4, 5, 6, 7. Next address is 8. 8, 9, 10 means A, B. So if I add one more variable, it will have B there. Correct? Same thing possibly is here. So if I go with E, say suppose this is for E, this is N T E R space V A L U E space 10 and then 0. So you can see that if I start with this is at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next number is at 9. So 9, A, B, C, T. Now this is at E. So E, F, G, sorry, E, F, G, you don't take E, F, na? So E, F, and then 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 1, and so on. Correct? That's how it goes. Now, when it is like that, why these numbers are 0 for each one of them? Here also 0, here also 0, here also 0. Can you see that? How exactly it might be distinguishing between them then? Correct. Now let me take this. Suppose this MSG that I have, or MSG1, say MSG1 is where this E. So if I say about this 8, 9, AB, so it would be going at most B. Suppose if I use somewhere MSG, and if this number, now how can I verify that this 0 and this 0 is different? Can you see the difference there? Whenever there is a call to a function that is added in brackets and which is round bracket, and whenever there is a variable referred from data section or BSS, it would be covered with square brackets. You can see that. So how it will distinguish, like if I say first and second, see this little Indian notation, how this 4 is organized. So this is second first, na? So the variable that you pushed is second, address is 4. That's why this 4 is written. And that's why this first is taken, which is addressed to be 4. So little Indian will not make any modification at first, but second is definitely written in different manner. Now, how to verify how exactly this is translated? So let us take an example, another example. So I will take this code. And I will write this section dot data. Let us say MSG DB A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. I assume I typed correctly. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay, then I will take A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So I took capital 2. Okay, then I am taking 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fine, and then I am saying 10 and 0. Okay, so this is my code. This is how it looks. So I'm not doing anything great here. Only I'm interested in seeing what exact translation process is applied internally for this. So we will write global main. Yeah. Any
So,
question? Yeah.
why did you take that 10 and 0 at the last?
Yeah. I will tell you. I will tell you. Fine. Okay. So this 10 and 0, that 10 is for slash n and 0 is for slash 0, means end of line. Fine. So like if I don't take it right now, that would be quite okay. Not necessary for this understanding this example. I only wanted to show you how the translation of this is done. So this
Oh,
0 and this 0 are different. Okay, that's what I'm interested in showing you. So if I write here 1 0, okay, we will do that. So let me write space here and let me write 1 0 also. And then I will try to show you how this 1 0, this 1 0 and this 1 0 is different, and as well as this 0 and this 0 is different. Fine. Okay. So let us translate this code. NASM dash f elf, sorry, dash f elf 32. Then we want 06 underscore 2021 1 dot asm and then our listing file. Sorry, have I made a mistake?
Yeah. Or two.
Oh,
Go to
sorry,
one.
I wrote 1. I should have written this. Yeah. So let us check p.lst. Now see here. So I assume this is visible, correct? So let me see this A. What is the representation for small a in ASCII? 97. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you convert 97 decimal to hex, what it would be? What it would be? स्मॉल ए का कितना होता है? 97 ही होगा ना?
61.
61 आ गया बराबर? देखो,
Yes.
तो what it means? If I take a character, first get its ASCII value, convert it to hex, and then display it here. Correct? So if I see like 61, 62, 63, 64, you can see contiguous manner, correct? 66, 67, 8, 9, then 70 would be written as 6A, 6B, so on, then 70, 71. Here it ends. So this is your small. Now capital A is 65, correct? In ASCII, capital A is 65 decimal. Convert that to ASCII. Sorry, convert that to hex. 65 to hex. What it would be?
41.
Correct. So can you see that 41 now? 41, 42, 43, 44, and so on. Then where it ends? Somewhere 595A. Then we had digits, correct? 0. So 0 is 30. Correct. Now you see this 1 0. So if 0 is 30 and 1 is 31, so we can see 30 and 31. So what are the last 1 0 that I wrote? This also was taken as 31, 30. It is not 10 for it. It was 1 and 0 because it was included in double quotes. But when I do talk about this 10, This 10 was taken as 0A and this 0 was taken as 00 because they are the actual numbers, and whatever we have in double quotes is a character. So that's why treatment is given differently to a character and to a number. Understood it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, any question, query? You can let me know. Now suppose if I give you this kind of message, you should be able to translate it now, correct?
Yes.
So what are the possibilities that you can have in C code for a printf or scanf function? So you need to know how their ASCII values would be, or what would be their ASCII values. How will we know that? Because these knowing ASCII values of small a, capital A and 0 would be very easy. 0 का क्या होता है? 30 को x में 30 को decimal में convert करो. This 30 was meant for 0. So if I convert 30 to a decimal, what would be this x32 decimal? What it would be? 45, 49 क्या आता है देखो? 30 जो hex है उसको decimal में convert करो.
48.
48. So 48 would be 0. So 48, 49, that's how it starts. Correct? So decimal 48, hex 30, 49, 31 and so on. So अभी rest characters क्या बचे हमारे? So we possibly can have percent. Correct? Then we already know what is for D. Percent D, percent C, percent F. So percent का अगर हमें पता चल गया, so if I know represent ASCII value of percent, I definitely know ASCII value of percent C means C, D and F and L even. Sometimes you use L as well, correct? So ultimately what this tells us, we can convert or encode the string into hex representation like this. So if I ask you to convert a code, which I gave yesterday for a while, for an object code, you should be able to do that because that's what would be your object code. This is your object code displayed apart from this right side where your code is shown. So this is added there, correct? So let me see how it looks like in exact machine code. Okay, so let us remove this and let us generate .o. Fine. So let us see that .o. So it says binary. Can you see that? But like at least I can see something is are shown to me. Correct. This is what we added. Correct. The rest things A, B, C, D, capital वगैरह दोनों आ गया यहाँ पर. That we can learn or read. Correct. So if I go with obj or let me go with this hex dump. Okay. What is this hex dump? It gives you this hex ASCII decimal dump. So let us write hex dump of the object code. So 06_.o. Now where can we see data part? Can you exactly find out that? So let us say, let me simplify your task. So if I write less, can we see that exactly? Now see this 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. Now see how it is written 61, 62, na? So it is written in Little Indian format. Can you see that? 63, 64, 65, 66, 7, 8. Then your numbers 41, 40, like sorry, capital case character 41, 42, 43, 44, and so on. Then where it ends. So 30, 31, 0 and 1. So see how your numbers are written. So this is where like this is what your code is, like which is included in double quotes. Calculate size 1, 2, 3, 4. Like if I pick, they are each one of them are 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 32 and 1, 33. Correct? So how many are they? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. Okay, कितना हुआ? 32. 32 multiplied by 2. Because why 2? Because they are 2. So 64 plus these 2. 66. So what should be the size when you print it? Let me show you. Emacs. Okay, sorry, one thing I missed. What was the number we computed? 60. We have to include this one as well. 0 and 0, 0. So these two. Otherwise, we'll remove them. The last one. So I will remove them so that you can check. What was the size we computed? 66, na? Are you with me? Have you understood what I said? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I wanted you to compute these bytes. So these are the exact translation. So what is the size we got? So each one is containing 4. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, so on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 multiplied by 4. So these are 32 plus 32 plus 32 plus 32. कितना हुआ? कितने हुए टोटल? साइज कितना हुआ? तो ये थोड़े 32 बिट हुए तो 64 हो गए ना टोटल. करेक्ट. ये अगर 8 है, 8 these 8 these 8 these 8 8 और 8 16 16 और 8 24 32. ओके, 32 मल्टीप्लाई बाय कितने डिजिट्स है अभी उसमें? हर एक में 2 है ना. सो 64 हो गए. यस और नो? ये डिजिट्स कितने आएंगे इफ आई स्टार्ट कंप्यूटिंग? 1 2 3 4 5 6. दैट्स व्हाट दिस वुड बी 64. करेक्ट. Okay, and then we have this 30 and 31. So 66. So let us try to translate this. Sorry. What I wanted to change, I want to remove that 10 and 0. Okay, because we want what is the size. So NASM dash, okay, let us do this. GCC dash M32 dot O. So if I write now this stress, now you can see write system call somewhere. Have we used any write? We haven't used write system call. So your executable will not have that. Okay, but let us do this. So Emacs 06. So I will simply use here extern puts push msg call puts add esp comma 4. Because a stack is created, we have to delete that stack. That's why this add esp comma 4. Okay, so let me translate the code. Let me generate executable and let me write stress. So if I execute this, you can see my characters are displayed, correct? But I want to check this one. Stress it dot out. See what is the size that we got. So we missed one character somewhere. Okay, total size is 67 bytes. Have we got 67 only? We got 66 there, correct? We got 66. Okay, let us see that where exactly we made the mistake. Okay, so it's here, correct? So this is where it started. So what is the count here? Was there a space after 31? So this would be what? 64, 65, 66. We got one another byte somewhere. So let us see in the text whatever we got. Correct. So was this the space that was added? Because we haven't added any /0 there. Fine. Let me see the code. Less what is that? 0607 21.asm. Now if I see, I wrote this, correct? So if I see number of characters, these are 26, correct? 26 plus 26, 52, 52 and 10, 62, 62, then these two spaces, correct? And then 1 and 0. But I can see that it is adding one more thing. It is because of the putTest. Now if I go with Emacs, now see how the treatment is given differently. Yeah? So I'm using putTest and printf, so different. Let us see what it does. So is it showing us both way? 67. That's what our goal is to know. So NASM, GCC and strace. Can you see that change? Can you see the change?
Yes, sir.
1 minute. Hello. So can you see difference of 1?
Yes, sir.
See this bracket even. Like after 10, bracket is there and bracket is added here. So actually we printed rightly 66 character, but putTest call add /0 there. And somebody was asking me, why do you add 10 and 0, correct? That 10 was meant for /n and 0 was meant for /0. So this is purposefully added there, which is not shown to us, but it may misguide us. Na? Like we gave 66 length characters string and we got 67. So that's the like I always used to ask this question to my teacher. Okay, maybe if you can help me out to understand that. What is difference between using printf and putTest when I have to only display the string? Can you give me the reason why there are this putTest and printf is given when I want to only display a message or line which is not taking any variable? What is the difference between both of them? Have you tried finding such a like answer to such a question? What is difference between putTest and printf when I have to print only say my name, Nitin Prakash Rao Patil? I have to display this string. What it will do? How many characters it is going to make use of? Try to find out this because this is really judgmental question. Maybe you may be asked in the interviews too. Why do the compiler developers provided this facility to make use of printf and putTest there? Because in turn, anyway, they are going to make use of write. They are going to make use of write, which is a system call. So that you can check. So if I write man write simply, it tells you that it is from general command manual, correct? And if I want that this write, then I need to write man to write. So this is a system call, which is a function declared in UniSTD. And that's what like it says file descriptor, buffer means string and then count. And that's what we could see here. This was standard output. 1 means standard output. This is your string. This is buffer. And then you have length in a write system call, which is written here. Correct? You can see here dot 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 and this 67. This was your function call actually. Because of putTest call and because of this printf, I can see that this is only the call. Rest of the thing is it is trying to print that content. Rest of the numbers are not shown here with my write call. Correct, but they definitely are added there. And can you tell me what is the difference between printf and putTest apart from syntax?
putTest
Yes.
adds an next line character automatically.
No, not from the thing that I am telling you. Do you know any other reason why it is so? It is not slash n, by the way. It is slash 0 added there explicitly. It is considering that, okay, there is no other character above found there. It is not slash n, by the way. It adds slash 0, but eventually it printed it there. So if I go with increasing this also, it would be like, you will see that it would be at one line only, correct? So if I increase the font size, so it is not slash n that way, correct? The slash 0 is added there. If you see this, you can see the difference strange, which is the strange here. Yeah, any question? Now I assume you understood how data section is translated, correct? Now this data section translation was done only for the string, if it is at all there. What about variables that I have? So let us see that one too. So let us copy the code. Copy 0621.asm 0621.01.asm Emacs. So let me add now some more things. Okay, so let me add the variable here now. Okay, let us take, okay, sum, which is a integer. So suppose I have declared it with 0. Correct? Sum dd 0. I am taking sum 1 dd 1 2 3 4 5 6 that way. Okay, now let us see how the translation would be for sum and sum 1. Nasum dash API ELF 32 06 21 01 dot ASM, and we want dash L p dot lst. So less p dot lst. Now see the translation. Now this is done for your variable. The second is done, first and second, correct? Now this is your next variable is so sum dd. Now if you write 0, this would be converted to 4 bytes because you took dd. So that's why 0. So if you see now, if you try to convert this decimal to hex and then write it in Little Indian, like this is written in Little Indian notation. Right? After you convert that number, you would be seeing this. So to simplify your life for a while, at least, let me add 0x there. Okay, so if I write 0x, then you will understand how the translation is done. Now see that how the 1 2 3 4 5 6 are represented. 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then because it required 3 bytes, but it added 0 2. Okay. Now see, this is used as 13. This is used as 17. Why 13 and 17? Why 13? This is E, correct? F 1 0 1 1 1 2, and that's why 1 3. So 1 3 1 4 1 5 1 6. Now this is 1 7. Now if I give you variables like this, okay, suppose this right part is hidden from you. For example, like this. Sorry. Okay, this NASM is like this is very tricky rather that way. Suppose I hide this part from you. So can you see like though sorry, you may be seeing this part as well. So discard this part and this part. But ultimately, if I only give you this, will you be able to tell me what is there? No need to tell me what is variable name. See, like I am using message. You may use Nitin. Some of you may use Prakash. Some of you may use Patil there. It is identifier name, correct? So you can use variable names with your names too. Who said that only integer A and integer B should be there? Why not integer Nitin, integer Patil? Because they are identifier. They are only the representation shown. But now see this. If I use those variable in my code, what happens? Okay, so let me, okay, I can remove this because anyway that code is already there. So if I say move first, comma 10, okay, then I say move ex, comma sum, move ex, comma sum, okay, move second, comma 20. Okay, now see the changes that now we are not interested in translation, by the way. Yeah, we are interested in how this first, sum and second is represented differently. That's what our interest is. Okay, now we are not talking about exact instruction translation, though we would be addressing that part only. So what it said, we have errors on line number 15 and 18. So let us see what are the errors. So line number 15 and 18. Where are the line number 15? So this is 15. So you are moving 10. And what is the size of first? It is double. So see the error. Let me show you the error. It said operand size not specified. So that's why we need to write here D word. And here also D word. Fine. So let us translate this now. So still we have at 18. Let us see. Where is 18? D word of. OK, so what it says, you cannot use this combination because you cannot use square bracket sum that way. Correct. This is like sorry, here we need to see this. So it is when I actually error is here. Sorry, line number 18 was the error. So actually I cannot write this second, comma 20. I need to always write this way. Correct. Now we because this second is declared in uninitialized value as an uninitialized value. Correct. So second doesn't have any value. Here when you are using sum, that means you are using moving here the address and here the value. This is address, this is value. So whenever you have square bracket, it is a value. So this is value you are trying to move to this address, but you cannot represent this 20 as an address to second. That's how it is. Fine. OK, so let me show that part. Let us try. OK, so we are done. So seems code worked. Let us check this. Now see. What is the first address? 000. So you can see here 000. Correct. Now let us not concentrate on this part right now. We are not interested in that. So you can see square bracket is added there. So when I wrote this sum, actually square bracket, I said earlier, like in your assembly code, whenever you write square bracket, that means value at that address. Now you can see the difference between both the instructions. How the translation is. The opcodes changed. Ultimately the opcode changed B8 and A1. Though our target is not to see this, but only try to see how this 13 is taken. OK, because this is the 13 address for sum. Correct. So whenever you see this square bracket, that means how you'll distinguish now which section actually they are part of. Correct. Can you definitely tell me which section they are part of? You may not. Why? Because with like when I see here, if I am given this code, then I can definitely see that this RES would be there, RES there. So I can see that exactly. Correct. So I can say the 13 like if even if this code is not shown, this right side code is not shown to me. Okay, let me do one thing. Yeah. If this right side code is not visible to me. Okay, this way, I can definitely tell from seeing here that this is my BSS because BSS will have this reserve thing. That means this is my 4. So what name you will give this 00? So you can give any name, any damn name there. To specifically write here that instruction whenever you are translating this to assembly like this. So you may not write this first. Here you know that it is first, but when you see this code, can you tell me whether which is first and which is second? Probably no, if you don't have source code with you. If you have source code with you, definitely you can see the code and tell me. but your first and second names are gone now. First, second, third names are gone because they are represented by the addresses. So actually, why not say this? Variables, identifiers are only for the programmer to remember. But for the system, somebody said, now what is there in your name? नाम में क्या रखा है kind of, correct? So we don't care about this. Even like while a child, while the birth of a child, number is given as a child number 1. When somebody dies, dead body would be organized, observed or maybe identified by a number only. Correct? Even we are identified by numbers only. Our identity, like until and unless we become some big shots, we will not be identified. But ultimately, whenever you come for any process, suppose you apply for some government support, at that time you would be identified by your Aadhaar number only, or your voter card ID number only, correct? Or your PAN card ID only, PAN card number only, or your driving license number only, correct? They will not check whether what name you have. You may have Anil Ambani or any big shot there, Bill Gates. Your name may be Bill Gates, but how they will identify you whether you are really Bill Gates or not? So that's why names doesn't matter. What matters is these addresses. So even if you don't have source code with you, you can give any name to these variables. So you can say variable 1, variable 2, variable 3. Now, whenever you see this kind of stuff, it would be difficult sometimes to tell. But if you see this kind of stuff, you can say, OK, this looks a data and this looks to be a string. Now let me show you one another thing so that to make you to create some confusion into your mind. Now suppose if I write like this 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So I'm declaring this array now. Sum is represented as array of 5 digits, 5 numbers rather, each of the size of 4 digits or 4x. Now see how this would be translated. Now here I can explicitly tell that this is 10, this is 20. If I try to convert them into decimal. And I can definitely see that whenever I do see different characters specifically, this is a string. OK. And these are probably numbers. You can see how they are organized. So in group of some bytes. So depending upon what is the screen size, you can see like it is having a specific kind of fixed form. How many characters are to be or how many digits are to be displayed here. Then it adds dash so as to tell you continuation. Whenever dash is there, that means it is a string. Now you may say, OK, here also is a dash. Then are you going to call it as a string? So now let me change the thing. Instead of calling that as a string, I can say these values belong to one variable only. This value belong to one variable only. That's what it is trying to tell us. Correct? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
OK, any question, query?
So,
Please
but
ask.
they only take a 9 bits as we see from starting onwards the line 200 after 09 and after E. They only takes 9, I think, the characters in a string.
Yeah. So that is like UI thing. How exactly it is built in. So if I take less number of characters probably here, it is trying to adjust it as per the thing. So if it takes a 9, if we fix it, so if it takes 9, so here also probably let us check it. Means 0 to 0, so 9. Na? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, we got 9. So now you say this, but this is only representation. Internally, it is not doing that way. Correct. It is only because see what we are doing. We are trying to see this using a method provided to us, which is generating listing file. But if I see the object code, let me show you the object code. Obj dump -d and your code. Sorry. Oh, sorry. My bad. Now, like see this how message is written. Now it would be too confusing. What will you understand from this? So you will not see this one. Na? If you even if you try to see this, how will you be able to translate this code? Will you be able to translate this code? Message 1. So at least you can say there are some specific characters shown. But these are with respect to the small thing. But when you have a bigger thing, then see how your message is written inside. It would not be that way easy for us to really decode it. What are the encoding done? Even for your variables, you can see that 4 digits are taken 10. This is 20. But we are saying that this is 10 and 20. But what exactly is this? So why it added these instructions there? So actually, have we written this instruction inside the data? No, we actually gave the values, but it is using its own technique to really translate it. So if you go with object code, it would be really difficult to see what is the size. But the size part can be seen from here. So let us go with nm 01.0. Can I see this from here too? OK, let us check msg in data section. So this D tells me that it is part of data section. This is also part of data section. So if I start with like see data section starts with 0. So 0 to E. That means 14 characters, 15 characters rather 0 to 14 na. So 15 कितना आएगा? E मतलब 14 आएगा ना. So 15 size should be 15 characters there above. Then you have MSG1. MSG1 starts at E. Now second next number or next variable in data section is sum. So that's why E, F, 10, 11, 12 and then that 13. So that way you can compute size. Even if you write read ELF dash S, you'd be able to see like can I get the size of symbol table? OK, so it is telling me section header. Sorry, I wrote capital S. I should have written small s. Yeah. So symbol table. If I see here, where can I see size of MSG? MSG1 it says 1 1. Sum also 1. Where is the size? Size is gone. Everything is 0. How do I know that now? Sum is first, second, third is taken as 2 2 2. But this is the index. But size here is 0. Because allocation exactly was not done. It is only telling me. So if I generate executable and if I see now read elf dash s a dot out. Now let me try to see where exactly my variables are. So we can write less now. Yeah, try to see your variables where exactly they are. Still, like I cannot see size added for them. Correct, because I don't know how exactly it might be getting, but the size I can compute from here. The addresses. So if I deduct this one and this one, then I can get like thing. What is the size of that exact variable? Because though we say data and BSS altogether different, but they go in data section only in the process management. Whenever you do talk about process, it is for simplicity only to make differentiation of initialized and uninitialized data. But at the time of execution, they all would be given space in data section only. And when local variables will go into the stack. Correct? Any question? So seems it is too much for today, is it? Or was pretty simple? Yes, please. Rohit.
No, sir, nothing.
Not understood or understood? What like how can I understand from no?
The ending was difficult, sir. The
Ending was
initial-
difficult. Yes. So this was with respect to like when we do talk about translation of the code, we are pretty sure about OK, what should be the size taken? The size would not be shown directly that way. size is differentiated with the addresses which are displayed here. Okay, so if I want size, say for example, with assumption that they are sequential, for example, so size of this I can find out with starting address to be 35, 1235. So I will deduct 4033 minus 1235. That would be my size for this particular function. Okay, because everything would be organized in the memory in a sequential manner. Like what are the object code that we saw? So if I write x dump a dot out, so this code would be available in memory in sequential manner. This whole thing, these are addresses. First column here is address. This first column is address starting with 0, 0. Okay, then like you may see they have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bytes, 8 group of things are shown, means total 16 bytes are shown in one line. And then it continues with next. And each one would be having address. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. That's why 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 9. Correct? And so on. So now when we do talk about the addresses, address computation may not be in our hands, but at least whenever I am shown the object code like this, can I really get the original code? That's what the thing was. Like we can definitely translate this. Now we know the tactics, correct? We know the tactics, but when I have this thing with me, how do I do that? Okay. So if I only given this, can I get here? Most probably yes, seeing the pattern. So you have to understand various patterns. So what I will do is I will try to add some assembly codes which you can download and try to generate their LSTs and see what happens there. Okay, on Moodle I will try to add it today. Okay, by evening. Fine.
Yes.
Okay. So let me stop recording and you can ask me questions if you have any. Please ask questions because otherwise it looks like